This video is an update of the deck of panning that I had started, and I'm so excited. So I surprised myself how much I used my makeup in this deck of panning and the cards that I picked. So I had 6 items this time. It was my first time starting it, and I started it a little late. So in a short time frame, I was trying to use so much of that makeup that I had picked from this little game. And if you don't know what deck of panning is, this deck of panning little game is to help people use up their makeup and have some fun while doing that, and just to be in this little community panning things. You know, our goal is to use up things, to hit pan on palettes and stuff like that, and while doing that, I'm playing some card games here. This was started by ENSLY, who was inspired by Books with Maddie, and I was inspired specifically by Alejandra here on YouTube. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Ariel, and me and my sister run the Motivate the Earth Beauty News Instagram, and we're here on YouTube making all these beauty related content videos every day, stuff like that. Like, subscribe, and let's get on with it. This is an update with our deck of panning. So you get cards, and each card, like if it's spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds, there is a chart, and I'll pull it up here. There's a chart, so when I pick it up randomly, pick up a card randomly, you'll actually pick 5 cards. So you'll have 5 products at the end. When you pick a card, if it lands on a certain prompt, you have to do that. So the chart's up here. There will be prompts that I will randomly pick, and that's what you're gonna have to get and pick from your collection. And I thought it was just fun to do, and I want to start panning my things and get some use. Personally, I'm trying to use up my makeup, get my money's worth, because I feel like I want to, and sometimes I get discouraged. Maybe you don't have inspiration, right? And this helps with that. So I had 6 items. In it for the long haul, I picked the Give Me Glow palette, Pastel Dreams. This is what it looks like. I have been using it a lot, even in the short amount of time. Who the heck is driving right now while I'm filming? No, we don't do that. All right, seriously? It's like every time I speak, they're like, I look like it, but I've been using it a lot, especially in a short amount of time since I started this deck of panning a little later. Sorry. But now we're trying to be on time, on schedule. I've used this a lot. Let me tell you how much I've used this, because I also have pictures you can check, and I use this in videos. So let's see here. I used it I actually use it currently too. So I use this 7 times. I forgot to mention that my goal is to pan, but be a little bit realistic in terms of my goal is like 15 or more uses out of my products. Some people have other goals, that's fine, but that's my goals for my deck of panning and my other pannings is 15 more uses or till you hit pan. That's within monthly updates, okay? So I use this 7 times in I think probably a week. I'll have the date that I started it. This is a long haul, which means it's gonna take forever to pan. Nearly impossible. That's why I picked this, because these are large pans. Give Me Glow has large pans. I was like, I know I'm not gonna finish this, but I'm gonna try my best to get my use out of this, because I think I had only used it twice before, and I have used it 7 times now. Came up with pretty looks. This look today is with this palette. Next, I had to pick this right here, because it was a phone a friend. So your friend picks an item, and they picked this Milky Gloss Salted Caramel Shake flavor. This was actually a new product I had recently purchased from Ulta, and they ended up picking it. I was like, what is a Milky Gloss? Now I understand. Milky Gloss, it does look like milk. I don't know. I like the look of this. I have a lip liner on right now, and this currently. I have to say, I enjoy this. Like, I feel like I'm gonna get more shades of this formula from NYX Professional Makeup, because it just looks so beautiful, and it really does feel great on the lips, and it has that milk texture. Like this shade literally, I don't know how to explain it. It does feel like a milky gloss. I use this 12 times. Yeah, short amount of time, 12 times, almost hit the goal. Only 12. I'm like, gosh dang, I'm gonna put some more on. Next item, I have picked largest category, and I chose Unearthly Cosmetics Satin Lip in Minerva. I love Unearthly, and I wanted to get more use out of the lippies, so I picked this, and I did actually use this about 5 times. So 5 times. I did have pictures too on Instagram. I did put these in my little, like, my whole entire looks that I did and posted up with videos too. So I did use this 5 times. I love the shade. It looks a little more reddish, like in person, but it's actually like red orangish, coming off a bit more orange to me. I like those, but I wish I had a more red color. But I'm glad I'm using this because the formula is great. It's very comfortable, and people liked when I took pictures, and people, I'm talking about like my family here, they loved this color. So I'm glad I ended up having this in my deck of panning. Next item is this Juvia's I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation. Let's see why I picked this. Okay, so I picked Glowy, and I use this currently now. It's on my face 6 times. Now, if you're not okay with it being so smelly, because it smells like Jolly Ranchers to me, like a tropical scent to me, it's kind of strong. Right now, the scent has faded, but I can smell it when I'm putting it on. I can smell it on my sponge. So if you're not good with that, it's probably not gonna be for you, but it does give a little bit of radiance. I really like this foundation. The other foundation I'll have to put up from Juvia's, it literally would peel. I barely sweat, it would peel off my skin. A little bit, my hair got a little oily, it would peel off. This one does not. I really like this, and the way it looks on my skin. At first I thought it didn't look good on my nose, but it was the primer that I'll get into in the next item, okay? This is the primer I'm talking about, the e.l.f. Power Primer, or Power Grip Primer. This was actually chosen, it was a whole collection roulette, so I had to randomly pick an item from my collection, which I had in a big box, so I was moving it. I use this about now, because I used it today 3 times. I'll tell you why I use it so little is because in the beginning, I think I didn't let this dry enough. I think this needs a little bit of drying time, maybe like 2 to 5 minutes, seriously. Not looking good on the nose, and when I put the foundation, you could literally, it looked like holes. Ugh, it was gross. And I was like, dude. And then I tried that foundation, the Juvia's foundation without the primer, and it looked good. So I'm like, so is it the primer? But then I tested it out today. My nose looks great, and I let it sit there longer, like 3 minutes, and it looks good. So I thought I was gonna have to get rid of this. So I'm actually glad I took another chance, a 3rd time I used it. It feels like it's sticky, so it does grip it, and I did wear this for a long time. My makeup did last pretty good using this primer, but by no means does it blur like your pores or anything like that, because there's other e.l.f. primers that do that, but I do like the long lasting feel I get with this. It just needs a little bit more drying time. I picked Pattern, and I got the J. Cat's, what is it, Crimson Gleam. Here it is. It does not look like I made a dent, and I'm currently wearing that right now. I have used this 4 times. Mainly why I've used this 4 times, I have not used highlighter in a long time for my cheeks, so I'm always forgetting to add the highlight. So I had to remind myself. I almost didn't put it on because usually I don't put highlighter on my cheeks anymore. I used to in the past, but currently I have been a person that doesn't put highlight, not even here, my nose, anywhere. But I had pushed myself. I made a little scratch in the pattern, but the color is beautiful and it's very shiny. I love it. Doesn't emphasize texture in my opinion, so it's so gorgeous.
Alright, you'll notice that the first round, which is my intro and the 5 items I had to pick, actually turned up to be 6 items because I drew an ace diamond, which was at another product. Lucky me. So I had to draw 2 more cards, and that's why I have 6 items.
Now that I updated you on the 6 items that I had got from the first intro of Deck of Panning, now it's time to roll those out and pick some new items, and the board has changed. I like this. I like this little change. It keeps me guessing of like what I'm gonna get and what I'm gonna regret getting and regret playing this game. No, I'm just kidding. But now I'll put up the new game board and let's pick, well, first of all, we shuffle these cards and I have cool cards like this. And there is red and white.
In this deck, the red cards are going to stay red and the white cards are going to be black.
Because the game board is made for black and red cards. All right, so let's shuffle on camera. And I'm gonna cut the deck here. And let's go, I like to go like middle, bottom, top, like I just wanna go all over the place. First card, we're picking 5, remember? Queen of Spades, that's black. All right, that's Queen of Spades, black. We have Jack of Spades, black. Let's go from the top because I feel like I'm getting all the face cards. Okay. Next card is 7 of Clubs. Okay, and each of these, remember, has a prompt. So as I'm picking 5, you're gonna have 5 items, but you don't know yet until you check the little game board and see what prompts you get. So 4th one, 6 hearts. 5th, 9 hearts. All right, let's see what these prompts are. All right, I picked 9 of hearts. 9 of hearts, when I look at this, is wish list dupe. Okay, that seems pretty straightforward. So something I want, but see if I can dupe it out with anything in my collection. Nice. Okay, 6 of hearts is, let's see here. Again, glowy. Okay, something glowy. 7 of clubs. 7 of clubs is a mini sample. Okay. Large category is lippy, so I'm gonna have to pick another lippy. Queen of Spades. Oh man, let's see. Queen of Spades, in it for the long haul. Okay, in it for the long haul. So again, pick something that's gonna be hard to pan. Jack of Spades. Jack of Spades. That is phone a friend. So I didn't get an extra item this time, which is great. But now I'm gonna ask that friend what they're gonna pick. I'll be right back. All right, for the phone a friend, again, they picked this gloss when I sent a picture to them. It was like, pick something random. They picked this gloss, which is Juvia's Place, the coffee shop. Now, I had recently purchased this from Ulta, so I'm glad they actually picked this, or I feel like they're eyeballing like the new stuff probably because it doesn't have makeup all over it. So I really want to get use out of this. It's like a chocolatey brownish gloss, which I love. I'm glad that they named it Kenyan Coffee. That's really nice. So this is going to be for the phone a friend card. I picked a wish list dupe. So I feel like I'm looking at cream blushes right now, and there's a cream blush that I kind of wanted, and I feel like I have an LYS cream blush in Passion. And this is a satin matte cream blush, because I think matte blushes that are cream are coming in, like the blushes from Charlotte Tilbury, they were like matte. So I'm like, you know what, why not, you know, stop that hunger of wanting more makeup and get use out of this LYS Passion cream blush. I picked In It for the long haul again, so this is like one that's gonna be nearly impossible, 50 to 100 times, like, to get some use out of this. Okay, goal is definitely starting off from here to the next video, as much use out of this palette, which happens to be Blend Bunny Cosmetics, the 20 shade Ultra Glam palette, all done up. Oh, I like the feel of this palette. Oh, it feels so soft. And oh my gosh, I recently got this, like, and I didn't even touch it. Like, I took pictures of it, didn't even touch it, so it's perfect. I feel like this will too be impossible. The Give Me Glow one before just had bigger pans, but this has multiple shades, multiple colors to choose from. Smaller pans, but still I feel like would be impossible to make a dent in, honestly. We shall see.
Next card I picked was the mini or sample, and
Right, if you saw the cards, then you would know I made a mistake. I said the wrong suit. It's clubs, which would be the prompt next to it, largest category, and the largest category would be lippies for me right now. So I picked Ancient Queen to replace that little sample size that was not supposed to be there. So this is an antique gold. Okay, I'm excited. This is from Necromancy Cosmetica, and I can't wait to start my panning.
This card I picked was another glowy, and I was like, what do I have that's glowy? Because I really don't have so many glowy foundations. I really don't. Just that one I just got, which was the Juvia's one. But I found this. How random is this? LA Girl Luminous Glow Skin Illuminator. That's glowy, right? Yeah. So I want to get some use out of this. I feel like Texas is being weird. It was really hot. I felt like our winter was short, and all of a sudden now it wants to be windy and cold. Like, what is going on? So why not? I feel like this gives me a little bit of glow. I don't know where I even got this, or maybe somebody just purchased it for me, like in a gift, and I totally forgot about it. So it has like a goldish sheen to it, but it has the word glow on here. So those are all the items I will be using in my deck of panning. I'm actually pretty excited for new makeup to be panning and in this little prompts that I got. And if you want to play, the rules are going to be down below. I really like that they update the board, so it's like pretty fun. Every month is something new. And I'm glad to be joining this little community here. And thank you so much for watching this video. And it would be amazing if you liked and subscribed. And you have a great rest of your day, week, night. I don't know what's going on over there, but you have a great one. And I'll see you in the next video. Adios.